Eagle's Nest Resort is a fun spot. It's located on Fish Lake near Duluth, Minnesota. It's a full bar, full restaurant operation. Middle of the day, great sandwiches. It's a fun spot. Get a hold of us at Minnesota Resort Sales and find out how we can get you financed into this operation today.
Folks, if you and your family have dreamed about owning a resort or campground here in Minnesota, there's one call you need to make, and that's to Minnesota Resort Sales. From the Iowa border all the way up to Canada, we cover the entire state. We want you to log on to mnresortsales.com, simply choose one of our 6 offices, give them a call, and let's talk about your family's future. If you'd like to have your company, product, or service featured on Minnesota Resort Sales Outdoors, give us a call, 218-389-6305, or log on to mnresortsales.com. We'll spend the day out on the lake, have some fun, and get you great television coverage. Hope to hear from you soon. We're booking for 2014 right now. Folks, if you and your family have dreamed about owning a resort or campground here in Minnesota, there's one call you need to make, and that's to Minnesota Resort Sales. From the Iowa border all the way up to Canada, we cover the entire state. We want you to log on to mnresortsales.com, simply choose one of our 6 offices, give them a call, and let's talk about your family's future. If you're coming to Upper Red Lake, there's one phone call to make. That's my friend John Halverson from Cookie's Guide Service. Cookie, you've been specializing in the walleyes. The giant northerns and these crappies are still available out here, whether it's hard water in one of his deluxe fish houses or in his 20-foot guide boat. He's going to be able to take care of you. How can people get a hold of you?
Well, you can look up our website. It's cookiesonupperredlake.com, or you can give me a call at 218-647-8391.
Eagle's Nest Resort is located near Duluth, Minnesota on Fish Lake. It has over 1,000 feet of shoreline. It has 5 cabins. It has a bar, restaurant operation, and it has an RV park. There's a lot of room to grow, and there's a lot of cash flow with this resort. If that's what you're looking for, give me a call. My name is Dan Hool with Minnesota Resort Sales, and we sell resorts. A fun, hot spot at night. When the guests come in off the water, there's an RV campground here, there's cabins here. This spot has a lot of cash flow. If you're looking to live in the Duluth area, then this might be the resort for you. We have campgrounds for sale in northern Minnesota. Campgrounds is a cash flow business. You can contact us today. I can show you how to use your 401k. I can also show you how to use a 1031 exchange program. Call me today, Dan Hool at Minnesota Resort Sales. Minnesota Resort Sales has financial information when it comes time to use your 401k pension plan or a 1031 exchange program. You can use these 2 instruments and have them tax deferred and penalty free. This will be important in purchasing your resort. Contact Minnesota Resort Sales for more information. am inside the bar restaurant having a cool refreshment where your guests at the end of the day can join in on the fun at Eagles Nest Resort. Contact me today, Dan Hool, and we'll show you how to buy Eagles Nest Resort. So Mike, here we are running down the lake at Fish Lake. I've heard there's a lot of northern pike here that are really hungry. Is that right?
It's like being up in the boundary waters.
This is it. Yeah. And just think, we're only 20 minutes outside of Duluth. That's phenomenal.
It won't be in the way.
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
You'll like it.
I like
Your
up
ride's
front.
right there.
But you're right.
Is that
Yeah.
right?
That's what I can expect.
Like that. Now you gotta fight rod tip down.
Oh, God.
Yeah, rod tip down to the water. Woo! One.
Nice. That's all we do is fish and collect money.
Prove me wrong.
I gotta pop a
Oh,
big
boy.
one, man. Yeah.
Oh, there's yep. Pike.
This is perfect.
Look at him go.
Yeah, he's done already.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, we'll just get him to about 8 feet, and then we'll just lift him in and.
Oh, what is it? Little pike?
No.
Little hammer handle. Is that right? Yeah.
Go ahead and flip the bail and give me some line, and this one good.
Nice.
You know, that's one of the great things about Fish Lake is it's really a family-oriented lake. There's lots of fish, lots of catchable fish, lots of fish that provide great action for kids. And, you know, trying to get kids involved in fishing, you got to provide them action, and they're definitely out here. We'll end up letting this one go, but. Nice little pike.
Yep.
What's the score? Should we have a little tournament?
Look at that. Nice. We're just outside the Eagles Nest Resort, and this is another pike. Pike number 2 in what? 2.5 minutes? Charlie, 3 minutes?
Fun for the kids.
Tops.
Yeah, there we go. We'll just reel them in. They haven't been running real big, so we're looking for the big one, and that might happen. Oh, look at there. What do we got there, Michael? Little pikester?
Very nice.
Nice, nice, nice.
15 feet of water?
13.
Easy to
Okay.
handle. Don't even
But
Not
the
even
weeds
that.
come up about this high, so we're pulling these shadlings right up top.
There we go. Little Mr. Pike here. Don't even need that.
Using the net all the time.
Thank you, little pikester.
Yeah.
1-1.
All right, 1-1, boys.
Well, folks, we're out here on Fish Lake near Duluth, Minnesota. Minnesota Resort Sales has the Eagles Nest Resort for sale. We want you to call us on this listing. Call me today, Dan Hool, at 218-365-5277. We'll see you on the dock.
It was a great day up fishing with Kirk and Mary Peterson from Sleepy Hollow Resort, Minnesota Resort Sales Outdoors. We loved it today. You got a lot to offer at the resort.
Hey, I tell you, we got a beautiful lake, beautiful island lake. We've got 8 fully modern cabins, 10 full hookup RV sites, game room, all kinds of activities for the kids, water trampoline, all kinds of toys. You can contact us at sleepyhollowresort.biz or at 218-897-5234.
If you own a resort or campground here in the state of Minnesota, you owe it to you and your family to call Minnesota Resort Sales when it's time to sell. With over 30 years experience selling just resorts and campgrounds, we've helped over 200 owners sell their properties. We've got 6 offices located statewide. We've got the entire state covered. Log on to mnresortsales.com, go into the buyer section, and give us a call.
Hey folks,
Dallas here from Benetrends for Minnesota Resort Sales. Did you know that you could use your retirement savings such as a 401k or IRA to purchase a new business, tax deferred and penalty free? At Benetrends, we've helped thousands of entrepreneurs buy the business of their dreams using their retirement savings plan. So contact us today at Benetrends.com and start funding the business of your dreams.
Folks, if you and your family have looked to own a resort or campground here in Minnesota, there's one call to make, and that's to Minnesota Resort Sales. From Iowa all the way up to the Canadian border, we've got the state covered with 6 offices. Log on to mnresortsales.com, simply choose the area you want to be in, and give us a call. And remember, you can use your 401k tax deferred and penalty free to buy a resort from Minnesota Resort Sales.
Just a lot of nice little pike. I really like to see that because it's perfect. Because I tell you what, we're gonna have.
We're fishing dirty water on top of it.
There you go. Fish, our fish.
I just heard him say
Oh,
fish.
I missed it.
Dan, you mentioned Eagle's Nest Resort on Fish Lake. How hard would it be for the average guy to buy a resort like that? I mean, if you're not sitting on a pile of money, isn't that out of reach?
Not necessarily, Steve. A lot of financing is available through SBA, Small Business Administration, 20% down. That's not a lot of money when you start looking at a $700,000 resort, even $1 million resort. You're talking about 200, maybe 250,000.
Yeah, but even with that, you know, for most people that come up with 150 grand or more out of their wallet is kind of tough, or savings or something. Aren't there some other options, or how can an average guy get into a business like that always wanted to be in a resort, especially like on Fish Lake, so close to Duluth?
Well, at Minnesota Resort Sales, for somebody that goes to the website, start looking through the different resorts, and some of them will have owner financing. You'll see it, it's marked right on the listing itself, owner financing. When you have owner financing, that's exactly what it says. Sometimes you can get in with $100,000 down. I've seen people buy them with $50,000 down. Every resort is different, and there's an opportunity just about. It comes through at all sorts of different rates.
Well, isn't there some way to borrow against your 401k or somehow cash out of a 401 without getting too much of a government spanking or penalty on it?
Penalty free, tax deferred, 401k rollover plan. It's called the Rainmaker. We work with Benetrends. That also is listed right on the website. So if you have a 401k plan, you can use that as a down payment, Steve.
So you actually, well, I guess more or less, you borrow against that 401k, or somehow it's tax deferred too, right?
Tax deferred, penalty free. Another good way to get into a resort is a 1031. That's a tax exchange, a land exchange program. It's IRS, all this is IRS approved. All of this, you're going to work with an accountant, you're going to work with an attorney, you're going to work with an agent right out of Minnesota Resort Sales. They're very, very simple. A lot of the people in the Midwest right now, we have agriculture prices. We know where those are. They're high. They're very, very high right now. So a lot of guys that are selling agricultural land, they're taking that as investment funds, transferring it over on a 1031 program. That's another way to buy a resort.
I see. Well, my thinking was the average guy that's not sitting on a pile of money then can use his 401k to come up with the down payment money, 150 grand or whatever.
Yeah. Here's a surprising number. For a lot of you folks out there that are watching the program today, as we're we got a beautiful day going on here, but here's something to think about. So you have the desire, you have X, let's just call it X amount of dollars. Almost 70% of financing that takes place in small businesses, even in the resort business or outside the resort business, is borrowed money. A friend, a relative. For some of you folks out there that are looking in on our show today, we have financing available like we were just talking about, 401k, 1031, SBA. Some of that might sound a little confusing, but that's why you want to get on our website, contact us by email, and one of the agents will get back to you, and they will get you some information on the latest financing available. So thanks for tuning in.
Fish, fish. Here we go, here we go. All right. Boy, Steve, we had just driven over those two marks
Yeah, give me a piece of that meat.
and a rod lit up.
You need two?
Oh, it's a little pike, but
You're killing it.
Some activity anyway.
oh yeah,
Oh,
sure. He's a cute little guy, but
Send them back to mom. Huh?
there you go.
Well, folks, we're out here with Mike Anderson from Minnesota Resort Sales. My name is Dan Hool with Minnesota Resort Sales, and we are on Fish Lake near Duluth, Minnesota. Trying to pull up a fish here. We have a nice listing on the lake. Eagle's Nest Resort. You've seen that today in today's footage. And we're looking for fish, and we're also looking for a buyer. If you think you might be a buyer, get a hold of us. That's that simple. Some of you guys at home looking at this, you've probably always been dreaming about owning a resort. We have up-to-date information on financing, land exchanges. We have a few investors out there that might be looking for a partner. You don't know unless you call or send us an email.
if you own a resort or campground in Wisconsin, you now have an option. Contact Minnesota Resort Sales. Look up our commercial agent, Steve Bragg. He works out of our Lutzen office, and not only is he licensed in Minnesota, he can also help our Wisconsin resort and campground owners. Go onto our website, mnresortsales.com, find Steve Bragg, give him a call. Let's talk about your family's future. If you're looking to book a family vacation, family reunion, or a fishing trip with your friends, there's one call to make, and that's the Back of the Moon Resort, just outside of Grand Rapids, Minnesota, on beautiful Bass Lake. The resort offers 6 cabins, everything from 2 to 4 bedrooms to accommodate large groups, and the fishing is fantastic. Dean, how can people get a hold of you?
They can reach us at our website, backoverthemoonresort.com, or our phone number, 218-326-8648.
Minnesota Resort Sales sells resorts. Right now we have a resort on Lake of the Woods, walleye capital of the world. This Lake of the Woods resort is one of the top 5, and we want you to give us a call on this property. For those of you folks that have farmland, farmland's at an all-time high. Perhaps it's time to think about diversifying that portfolio. Call us today.
Folks, if you're looking for a fantastic family getaway, family vacation, maybe a family reunion, or just a fishing trip with the guys, North Shore Bay Resort on Island Lake near North Home, Minnesota is going to be the place to go. They've got vintage log cabins that have all the updated amenities you're going to need. George, how can folks get a hold of you?
218-897-5907 or northshorebay.com.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, there he is.
Oh, there we go. About 4 feet of water, a little pike master sitting down there. Nice, nice.
Very nice.
They don't call it Fish Lake for nothing, Michael. There. Well, I'm a happy guy. Been a lot of this size fish today. A lot of size, this size right here. Come on, buddy. There we go. Huh. Little pike. We're out in the middle of that afternoon. What time is it? 2 o'clock? It's a nice little guy. Fish Lake has northerns, bass, walleye, perch, a nice population of sunnies and crappies. If you're looking at Eagle's Nest Resort, you can be assured that when your families come up, the kids can catch some fish, and that's huge in today's business. I mean, you can, you know, on our site you can go to the fishing resorts, but personally, I kind of like the family resorts. The family resorts, well, it's that. It's families. It's kids. Whoa, there's one. Another little piker. Nice.
Color's working for you.
Nice, yeah. Bright day, bright lure. Oh, there, they made a little run. Just a little scrappy. What are they? Little 2-pounders, you know. You got that live well there. Oh, he's in the weeds now. Come on. There he goes. Nice. Now this will keep a guy happy for a while. Come on. There we go. Another little pike right out of Fish Lake. And it wasn't too long. Oh, look at his tail. The big guy got a hold of him. That's the one we're looking for. See you there, little brother. You got one, Mike? Look at, ooh.
Boy, oh boy, he was hung up in the weeds.
Yeah.
Oh, there he goes. Does that count?
Yeah. It's a long distance release. That counts.
Very nice. Thank you.
Nice.
Boy, they like them. They know where all these weeds are down here, don't they?
Nice. Oh, off.
He made his getaway. Yeah, they know where these weeds are. See all these cut off weeds dead underwater? That's where they're hiding. There's one.
Right over you. There we go.
Oh, little guy. Little bass.
What do they got? Largemouth here? Or smallies? Must be large.
I don't think there's any smallies here.
No. Oh, look at that.
Little fella. Gotta be big ones, doesn't there?
Well, that's a little male. These females are just coming up to spawn here pretty quick. What is it, June 10th? You know that's what's going on.
Everything's late.
Yeah, everything is about 3 weeks late.
Look it out! What do you got?
Nice pike.
Did he hammer it?
Yeah, he just took it good too. Nice one.
He find the weeds?
Yeah, right there.
Bass? Ooh, look out! He's out of control.
Go. Sweet. Another one. What is that? 7?
Getting bigger in size.
I
too.
know. I could tell right away too.
Wow.
That's 7 of them in what? About a...
Right in the channel. Huh?
Yeah. Come on, buddy. Let's get up here and talk to me. There you go. There's a nice fish. Not huge, but you know what? It's always fun on the end of a line. That's just what that is, this little guy here. We'll put him right back. A lot of little males in here. I want that big mama. I wonder where she is. Whoa, there's one.
That's a decent
That's
fish.
a decent
Little
fish.
better.
That's pretty good for sure. Look at this 12-foot rod.
I know, they're cool.
You know, I just
they're
wonder
very
here
cool.
what I'm gonna do here. He is a good one. Well, we're out fishing with Captain Charlie Nelson from Duluth, Minnesota. Charlie has a guide service, and you can find information about the guide service on www.stlouisriverguy. That's G-U-Y. stlouisriverguy.com. Charlie can take you out one of the local lakes. He can take you on the St. Louis River. As I said earlier, we're on Fish Lake here. Little guy.
There you go.
Little guy coming
Oh,
through.
I
He
got
must
one
have
over
been
here.
stuck on the bottom.
I got one here too.
You got him?
Yep.
That's what I was looking at.
Oh, this one's giving up already.
Thanks a lot for tuning in out there and watching our show at Minnesota Resort Sales Outdoors. It's been a fun day on Fish Lake,
Yeah.
and these have been carbon copies. How many? A
all
dozen
day.
of them today?
Oh, at least 15.
15. Just carbon copies, just like that.
No chomp marks?
No chop marks.
No, because there are some big ones in here.
Yeah.
But
Folks, we'll see you next week, and thanks again for tuning in to Minnesota Resort Sales Outdoors. Have a nice day.
Folks, if you're looking to come up to Mille Lacs with your family, you want to spend some quality time on the water and get on fish, there's one call to make. That's Tim Ajax, LakeMilleLacsGuideservice.com. Tim, when people hire you, what can they expect?
They can expect a full day on the water with all equipment supplied and the opportunity to catch trophy fish and a lot of slots.
Look Tim up on the web, LakeMilleLacsGuideservice.com, or the phone number quick.
320-224-1731.
We're here with Nick Minardi from Viant Crane, based out of Superior, Wisconsin, Duluth, Minnesota. Good morning.
Good morning. How are we doing today?
Good, good. Tell us a little bit about Viant. How many cranes do you guys have?
Viant Crane, like you said, based out of Duluth Superior. We have 34 cranes ranging from 15 to 300 ton.
Good, good. And you guys go from where to where? All the way to Texas?
Yep, we go from the north border of Canada all the way down to the south border of the United States.
Folks, if you're looking for a fantastic resort for your summer vacation with the family this year, one call to make, Gus's Place Resort, just outside of Deer River on beautiful Ball Club Lake. Cabins, RV park, inland marina, bait, ice cream for the kids, a beautiful game room. Gus, if people want to get a hold of you, how do they do it?
You can call us direct, 218-246-8520. Of course, we're on the internet and Facebook, Gus'sPlaceResort.com.
If you and your family are going to visit Duluth this summer, there's one call to make if you want to do some high-end guiding on Lake Superior or the St. Louis River. That's Charlie Nelson's from Nelson's Guide Service.
That's right. You can get a hold of me at 218-628-1681 or look me up on the internet at www.stlouisriverguy.com.
We'll see you on the water.
Thanks for tuning in and watching Minnesota Resort Sales Outdoors today. We've had some fun, we've caught some fish, and now we're trying to wrap it up for the day. If you're thinking about a northern Minnesota resort sale, call me, Dan Hool, at 218-365-5277. Get a part of our lifestyle here in northern Minnesota.